So welcome back. I'm now joined by Duncan Chater, who is the Chief Revenue Officer at Bloomberg Media. Welcome, Duncan.
Thank you.
In the current climate of misinformation, are you finding that Bloomberg, as a real trusted news source, is becoming more of a place to go for agencies, for clients, for everybody now?
Yeah, I think we always find in times of uncertainty and volatility, people come to us for a true sense and the data to actually help them understand different potential outcomes to economic situations, and that's certainly the case at the moment. So we're constantly developing new tools and data to help kind of break down some of the challenges that are going on in the market.
Absolutely. If you go back to agencies, when you work with agencies, obviously everybody has their own goals. Do you find there is a large area of misalignment that kind of media owners and agencies find themselves in? Do you have any thoughts about how they could overcome that?
I think sometimes it can happen, I guess, where there's misalignment or miscommunication, particularly if a brief that ladders down through multiple companies.
Chinese whispers.
I think exactly. Then maybe the version that we're sent or how it's articulated, there's some components missing, and that doesn't help us deliver the best outcome to the client. But there's lots of examples where that's happening really effectively in the marketplace. And I mean, we're fortunate that we speak to a lot of agency leaders and global CMOs so that we can put all of those pieces together and continue to strive to create more value and do a better job and deliver a better return for marketing leaders.
Excellent. We kind of touched on it earlier, but you now as a more than a media vendor being Bloomberg, but how are you using data, content, or different platforms to unlock more value for the clients and the agencies?
Yeah, I think data partnerships are a big thing. I mentioned it beforehand. We're doing some really cool stuff. One project looking at kind of earnings call data that we're taking and picking out themes from what CEOs are saying versus themes of what analysts are saying, and bringing that to CEOs and business leaders each quarter. On the content side, we've just launched a contextual technology around all of our video content, where we're taking the metadata around the show description and the content, the guests in any shows, and we're on the verge now of launching a new service where we're going to be actually analyzing all the transcript data to be able to really provide a very granular and live service for advertisers then to align their messaging to the perfect kind of context to deepen the engagement and results from consumers. So we're super excited about that.
Agencies, do you think they are underutilizing or overlooking some of the assets and the depth of resource that yourself as a media owner or maybe other media owners have at their disposal?
Well, I think it's easy sometimes to feel like that, but also we live in a very complex world across media where there are so many services and so many things, both on the agency side, the media owner side. So, really it's about cutting through and proving whatever you have, that it provides real value back to the customer and the brands. Maybe some things get lost in the way, and that's what we all get paid for, is how do we do a better job of making those products and services stand out so they land with the marketing community.
Amazing. Well, I have one last question that's got nothing to do with work. It's just got to do with Cannes. Do you have any amusing anecdotes that you've either been involved in or a friend was involved in that you've heard about, either this Cannes or previous Cannes?
Do you know what? I'm struggling to find anything that...
I tell you what, we'll come and find you on Thursday before you leave.
Come back.
You've still got 2 more evenings.
I will be watching very closely to see if I can share a amusing story.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time and enjoy the rest of your Cannes.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.